Hey everybody, so now that we are finally in the game, let's go ahead and see what we can find out about the matchups. Varus is a very underplayed champion, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to actually get this game, and so is Xerath. Xerath is very underplayed. I don't know what their plans are for this particular game. It's interesting to have a Yorick without a Vayne or some hyper carry. I don't know if he's going to be planning on using that on the Corki or if he's actually going to be planning on using that on the Xerath. So it should be interesting to actually see what that combo is designed to do. Varus does have Cleanse though. This is going to be really, really important for him, especially going against a Xerath and a Taric at the same time. And a jungle Gragas, of course, one of my favorite junglers of all time is going to be that Gragas. There's nothing more terrifying than a fat man coming out of the trees, just blah 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 blah. That's the sound he makes when he runs, by the way. But but I digress. He's a pretty good jungler. It's very interesting that not many people actually play him as a jungler. He's pretty well rounded. He does, he can get health back from his spells. He gets mana back from, his W, which also gives him health because of his passive. He has, 2 AoE moves, which makes him phenomenal. His auto attacks are even stronger with his W. So there's not very many downsides to it. It's just his AP scaling is so high and his poke is just so prominent that it makes it very, very useful for him to be in the AP mid. But yeah. So this is going to be the North American part of the Daily Double, I guess is what we're calling it for now until I get the new intro. But yeah, I have been doing a couple European games. It's just been very enlightening. I'm actually trying to talk with Rai right now to get a Korean account so I can get some Korean games in here too, and possibly snag a scrim of like Singapore Sentinels or Zubu Blaze Frost. Just like all the regions with the huge teams before Season 3 actually starts. See if I can get a little inside information for the community, of course. No, I'm not selling information to any pro players that may be watching this. I do have the replays of everything now. I have been using Low Recorder. I'm working on some other things as well. But we'll talk about that some other time. Now is time for the game. Game is important. We like game. Xerath is going to have a really, really nice long-range poke. If he's in his Power of Locust, his stable, or Locust of Power, sorry, when he's just like standing there, he's basically like a turret. He can't move for a little bit of time. He's going to have a significantly longer range than Ahri, but without that, he's not going to. I think if he goes into that Locust of Power form, Ahri's going to get either like a free charm or a nice perfect apex hit on her Orb of Deception. I'm not sure how that matchup's going to work out, but Xerath has a lot of troubles with highly mobile champions. And so once Ahri hits level 6, it's going to be incredibly dangerous for him. He's really going to have to keep his distance, and right when Ahri sees any form of weakness, like right when he goes into his Locust of Power, it's pretty much going to be initiate now, is what she's going to be thinking. So as we can see, Gragas is actually starting off at Wraiths, which is pretty interesting. It's Ahri's, taking the buff because she needs to, and or not the buff, but taking that little 4 extra gold gonna help. It's a leashing tax, I guess. Oh wow, and bottom lane, Varus taking a ton of damage. Taric is gonna go in. He's gonna flash. I'm gonna see how this transpired. Actually, there's a lot of okay. So they're going after the golems right now, and there's a huge. Oh my gosh! Oh, the stun coming out and the oh wow! He almost goes down completely just because of that golem. But Taric is gonna come in. He's gonna flash. Is he gonna get the dazzle? No, he is not. But Gragas gets executed by that lizard buff, and wow! It looks like Sona might be going down. And oh man. It's really close. Corki's taking some heavy damage as well. This could be extremely bad for their whole team. Now Ahri's coming in. She is going to get dazzled, and that is going to be a flash with a little bit of damage. Is she going to take him out? Yes, she is going to get the first blood down on that Corki. And now 3 members of the red team are here against 2 members. Oh, is that going to pick it up? No, it's not. It's going to bring him down to 5 health. It looks like Varus will get picked up by the red buff on the Lee Sin. Beautiful play. Uh-oh. And now Xerath is coming in. Oh, he just barely misses that, but the auto attack is going to clean it up. Wow, a lot of early aggression coming out from the red team. A lot of early aggression. Don't normally see that, but the execution on his red buff is very bad. It's not going to be good for Gragas. I'm interested to see how they're going to be able to bring that back up, but Taric is so low. If luckily for him, both members of the blue team do not have their flash on bottom lane, that is. Let's see, the Malphite versus Yorick lane matchup. Malphite's going to do pretty good against the Yorick. He does have that massive shield, plus he just naturally builds armor. Yorick does do a little bit of magic damage. You know, primarily, it's a bit of magic damage, but I don't really know if it's going to be enough to really get down through the shield of Malphite and still come up on top of the exchange. I just don't know if that's going to really happen. Plus his ground slam will reduce attack speed, and that's going to be a huge factor since it won't be able to do nearly as much damage and possibly just go down with that one ground slam. So it'll be interesting to see what he actually levels if he decides to level the Seismic Shard, which it does look like he's going towards that Seismic Shard over the Ground Slam. But I think in this particular matchup, Ground Slam might be a better option. It's hard to say for sure, of course. And in the meantime, I am missing another kill. So Ahri here, okay, so she's really close to this Lee Sin. He can easily get a Sonic Wave. Oh no, the stun coming out, guaranteeing that Sonic Wave with the Resonating Strike, and of course the Tempest coming out to slow her down, picking up that kill with absolutely no problems whatsoever. Great job by Xerath being able to land that stun. It's not as easy as a lot of people think, especially at lower levels. It's I guess it's a little bit easier at lower levels, but it's much easier to get in like a team fight scenario, and once he hits 6, because it's ridiculous. But looks like Ahri was just a little bit too overconfident in dodging that. Maybe she's not accustomed to facing off against Xerath. That's very possible. Wow, a ton of damage coming out. The Ignite now going out on Varus. Is Varus going to go down? No, I think the heal is going to be enough. Oh my gosh, she gets away with 20 HP. Whew. All calculated. 100% calculated. And that's one of the things that always makes me laugh, that people, I don't know, I think it's funny how people think that stuff like that is calculated. It's just so unfeasible. It's like it can't be anything besides luck at that point once you're getting down to 20 health, because factoring in like Ignite damage, like damage over time, the attack damage they have on their spells, what spells they did to you, and your armor reduction, it's super hard. Wow, the stun now coming out from Xerath, doing a lot of damage, but that Orb of Deception is just gonna smash Xerath in the face with the help of Gragas doing that body slam. And hopefully he did a little victory dance afterwards, because that would, of course, make me so much happier. It does look like, yeah, Malphite is actually getting kind of pushed out of the lane. Oh wow, the Ignite from Malphite is coming in, doing a ton of damage, but he goes down almost instantly. Wow, that heal just barely gets to him in time. That tower shot almost took him down. But he did end up teleporting bottom, going in for the ultimate. No, is he going to be able? Oh man, Corki's in a really bad situation now. He does get slowed down, and yes, he does end up getting away. He has to burn his flash, which is excellent for the blue team. With his flash down, that's going to leave him wide open for some ganks. But now Xerath is coming down. No, he is not level 6, so he's not going to be able to instantly blow people up. But Lee Sin is also here. He is spotted out by the sword, though, the whole time. It's about to expire, though, so that's going to be a little bit worrisome, especially for this Gragas. I don't know if Gragas is really going to be able to face Lee Sin one-on-one. He did get spotted out by that ward, and wow, there's still a lot of action going down bottom. Taric is super low. Lee Sin, that ward is no longer here. They don't know Lee Sin is there. He is going to Resonating Strike, throw out the Tempest, slow them both down, do quite a bit, and it's just going to safeguard away. Sona's getting so low. She does have those health potions to help, and again, yeah, she is going to put down that ward down there. And that's going to be wonderful for her. Wow, great Apex hit right there on that ultimate. She hits 6. I'm assuming she's going to go in really hard. Yes. And that is going to be another Ignite and a free 3-kill. That was actually a really, really good charm out from Ahri. With all that dashing around, sometimes it's hard to land those skill shots when you're... It's something that takes a lot of practice, so you can really tell that that Pobelter is doing a phenomenal job with Ahri. So it's just a wonderful job overall. And I think that trend is going to continue. Ahri's just going to be able to beat out that Xerath relatively easily. Xerath got some early lead on her, but now they're pretty much even. She does have 21 more CS than Xerath, and I don't exactly know why. Xerath is a great AoE wave clearer. It does take him a few levels and quite a bit of AP to actually clear those waves, though. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Like, the back line is just a little bit too powerful. His Arcano Pulse is just not quite enough. So it's a little disappointing, but a lot of exchanging going down. Exchanging of damage going down between the Malphite and this Yorick. And it looks like Yorick's coming out a little bit on top, but that's probably just because of the end of the fight where all the creeps are dying, all his ghouls are dying. He does get health back from that. Lee Sin's taking the dragon. It looks like they will be able to take it off. Yes, they're able to pick it off uncontested completely. Xerath does spot out Ahri actually taking those wraiths, but decides not to really go in against it because he knows what happened last time. And Ahri does have her Spirit Rush up once again. This is going to be really terrifying. Oh, wow, Yorick is going to go down. Yes, he does go down. Comes back as a ghoul. He's probably just going to sit here and farm as many minions as possible, since he really can't do any damage to either one of these champions right now. Xerath is now coming up top. It looks like, no, he is just going to go for the wraiths. And that's definitely something that mids need to take into account for. Especially if you're behind in CS, it's so valuable to get those wraiths. It gives you a little bit of extra, just, you know, gold every 30 seconds, I think it is. Every 30 seconds they spawn. Same as waves. It might be actually a minute. I think it's a minute. So basically what you can do as mid is you can take your wraiths and then kill the creep wave mid, and then take their wraiths and then kill their creep wave. And while Varus ends up going down solo to the Taric, Varus is here soloing these, and he's gonna take a lot of damage. Oh my gosh, and Taric comes in, gets the Dazzle, the Shatter with the Radiance, just absolutely destroys Varus. That is a tad bit embarrassing, but great shot by Taric. Being able to pick up that kill, it actually looks like he is going a little bit of AP. He has 54 AP, and that's why it did so much damage. I was a little bit surprised, and again, wow, there's just action going on over the map at all times. Lee Sin's coming up from bottom river. He looks like he's going to be able to get this. All right, oh, and the stun goes down with the ultimate following up by, wow, that the dragon kick with the resonating strike is always a very flashy way to end somebody's life. I'm always happy when I end up getting to see that. It seems to be pretty common nowadays, though. It was really cool the first time I saw it. Corki ends up taking the enemy red buff, and that's going to be really powerful for him in lane. He's going to be able to win those exchanges a lot easier now. He has 80 CS compared to Varus' 55, so he's already winning by 25 CS, which is quite a bit. He has an... Oh my gosh, Xerath is doing a lot of damage. Ahri, is she going to be able to get... Yes, she does get that one last final auto attack, but Lee Sin is going to be able to pick that up for the kill. Now that we're finally at live, I know that last one was kind of fast-paced, but it's okay. And wow, Corki going in really hard. Varus stunning them in place, or rooting them with... Oh, the tower shots isn't going to be able to pick them up, but Corki gets that double kill, and now Lee Sin's coming in. He's just going to clear out the waves. He doesn't mind. Unfortunately, Lee Sin did not get an assist there. Oh, Gragas is coming around from the back. It looks like Malphite could be in trouble. No, he throws down the ultimate. The headbutt. Oh my gosh, the body slam not quite doing it, but he was able to pick it up with a little bit of extra damage. So wonderful job by the Gragas being able to come in with that kill. Oh my gosh, more damage from the ghouls. No, Yorick dies just before he caught up to Malphite. Very unfortunate, but great job by Malphite being able to get there, get in his ultimate, and get out of the fight as soon as possible. And that was definitely a great pickup for the Gragas. So overall, Lee Sin's doing a wonderful job. He has 3 kills. He's showing his lane presence. He wants to make sure that he's not going unnoticed. Now, yes, the Tempest is going to come down. but Gragas does have that body slam, just easily get out of there. And it looks like he is actually going AP Gragas, which is surprising. I haven't actually seen one before. Oh wow, the Shatter Radius combo is just absolutely wrecking that Varus. That AP Taric's doing so much work. But I haven't seen a jungle AP Gragas before. That's what I was trying to say. I have seen AP Gragas, of course. Oh, and now Yorick is going right into the fray. This is the Dragon's Den, but Lee Sin is here. Is he? Yes, he's going to have to flash over the wall. He is followed by the Yorick and the Resonating Strike doing it. And the head, or the Body Slam going back through the wall, but Lee Sin was able to follow him easily with that Resonating Strike. In the meantime, Corki ends up taking that bottom tower. And now Taric is pretty much left to roam around. He does have that a little bit of extra AP to do quite a bit of damage. And now, wow, they're diving really hard. Oh my gosh, Lee Sin goes in a little bit too aggressively, and too much damage is coming out. And at the same time, I actually didn't think that she was going to die here. Oh my gosh. So Taric's coming in, gets the Dazzle, Shatter combo with an auto attack, is going to be able to pick that up. Absolutely beautiful job by the Taric once again. Now Sona's coming in from the back. Is she going to ult? No, she's just going to throw down the power cord with the Hymn of Valor. And yes, a lot of damage coming out. Is she going to be able to finish it up? The ultimate from... Wow, the ultimate is coming up. But now the ghouls, are they going to be able to finish him off? The heals from Sona will be able to help. Is she going to get a slow onto the Yorick? No, Yorick actually decides to turn on her. And Taric is probably going to flash through this wall. Yes, he does. He's going to Dazzle, Shatter Radiance, just blow her up. Oh my gosh, this Taric is going into beast mode right now. Beast mode Taric. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So Varus is doing, oh my gosh, a great, oh my god, this Corki is doing so good. He Valkyried right over that body slam and then flashed the barrel. That explosive cast would have done so much damage, but it would have also knocked him into the enemy team. And oh, that was just a wonderful job by the Corki. Corki's playing extremely well this game. And Ahri goes down to the Xerath. Oh my gosh, that's very surprising to me. I don't think Ahri should really ever be going down to Xerath 1v1. Then again, she did not have her ultimate, so that was probably one of the main reasons that she wasn't actually able to pick up that kill. And now it looks like Lee Sin's coming around from the back, possibly looking to flank this Malphite. Malphite is going in really hard. He's almost at the tower now. Lee Sin's going to be going after this Gragas, and yes, he Dragon Kicks him back into the Dazzle and Shatter combo with the assist from Xerath, and Lee Sin is going to be able to pick up that kill. Malphite's still really aggressive. I don't know if this is going to work out for him in the long run. The Safeguard coming out, but now he does have vision. Oh, the Sonic Wave just barely missing, and Taric is not in range to get that Dazzle off. That's not going to be good, but they left the blue buff open, and it looks like the red team is pinging it down, but so is the blue team. There may be some contesting going on for this blue buff, but it doesn't look like they have enough presence. And Lee Sin coming off with that Resonating Strike, and a great job by... Wow. So he did a really good job by picking that up. Wow, and the ultimate now coming out from Gragas, and followed by the Silent Stun. Sorry. The Crescendo coming out right after the Unstoppable Force for Malphite. Malphite's walking into 3 members. This could be really dangerous, but now there's a lot of people in the mist. Oh, the flash coming out from Xerath, being able to dodge that Chain of Corruption. Now a lot of AoE spells. The Explosive Cast doing a lot of damage. Is Gragas going to be able to get out of here? That's the real question. No. Oh my gosh, the auto attack just barely gets him, and the Charm is a little bit too late. Already doing as much damage as she can. The exhaust on the Corki is going to be useful, but not useful enough. Now it looks like it's just Yorick going up against this Varus, and Varus is not very healthy right now. And oh my gosh, so Yorick takes out the Varus, and Sona now picks up the kill. She now has the double buffs, and that's going to be an unstoppable Sona. So wonderful job. Wow, that was a crazy team fight, just all over the place, back and forth. But overall, I think the blue team kind of just came up a little bit ahead, just a little bit. Ahri now has 8 kills. Ahri's gonna get so dangerous. She's already extremely dangerous, but now the teleport in from Malphite, the Dragon Kick coming out into a member of the team. Wow, great Unstoppable Force now coming out, but the instant kill onto the Sona is really gonna impede their impact on this fight. Gragas is going to do what he can. Oh, and the charm now coming out from Ahri. Ahri gets on enough damage to take him out, but now Gragas is stuck right here in the middle. Yes, he gets killed by that bomb. Oh my gosh. Yes, wow. So that phosphorus bomb just absolutely ripped apart that Gragas at the end there. It chunked down like at least 15% of his health, and that was just a great overall play, giving that kill to Corki. Corki, of course, needs the kills. He needs everything because he is what is going to carry their team to victory, and that is really going to help, especially in conjunction with that Yorick ultimate. If Corki can get like unbelievably fed with that Yorick ultimate popping on him, having two extremely fed AD carries in a team is going to be pretty much game over for the blue team. We'll see how it goes down. Varus is behind by quite a bit, though. He's behind by almost by about 2,500 gold against the Corki, and that is extremely worrisome. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from that. That's a lot to be down in just that champion. Sona has almost the same amount of gold as Varus, and that's really bad if Sona doesn't really farm. In the meantime, red team does end up taking the dragon, again uncontested, and I don't know if they're actually going to go back and buy. They don't really have that much gold in their pocket right now. Corki has a little bit, but probably not enough to really do much of anything. Could get a Zeal, but as you can see, Corki did go for that early Infinity Edge instead of the typical Trinity Force. Usually that is only the case when you're really fed. Trinity Force is definitely a safe bet at pretty much all points in the game. Trinity Force is just a phenomenal item, of course, but getting that Infinity Edge when you're fed makes it so much, you just have that much more damage coming straight up instead of you know, having to rely on your Sheen procs and stuff like that. And now Gragas is coming out. He is going to get that body slam, and wow, the seismic shard is going to do once more. They're going to slow him down, and the ultimate from Gragas bidding it up, and then Sona picking up the kill once again. And this looks like it's going to be a carry Sona game. The kills really aren't going on to the people they want on the blue team, and I'm a little bit worried about that as far as the Sona picking up 4 kills. But then again, Ahri has 9, and she has that Deathfire Grasp with the needlessly large rod, and that's going to be really useful for them. Taric is still here. He has that 54 AP and seems to be ripping through people pretty easily. Sona is going to have to flash through that, and Gragas throwing down the explosive cast, just trying to thwart them off, but does actually end up getting missed. And now, wow, a huge Shadow Radiance combo ripping apart that Malphite. Like I said, man, that was just... It doesn't seem that the blue team is really learning from their mistakes. I think Malphite's just... He's overestimating his tankiness. Yes, he does have a frozen heart, congratulations, but the Shatter Radiance combo does a lot of damage. Not even the fact that it does the damage. Wow, Ahri's going in really hard, goes down almost instantly, and now the crescendo coming out from Sona. Is she going to be able to? No, she does not quite pick up that kill, but it's really close. Xerath gets out of there with minimal to almost no health. And now Varus is going to be on the back foot still. He does not want to go in and engage onto this Corki, even with the Sona there, especially when she doesn't have her crescendo. And now the red team is once again invading their blue buff, and it's going to go on to Yorick this time. Varus tried to steal it with that piercing arrow, but it wasn't. It was a little bit too late, and I don't think the blue buff was in range regardless. At this point, Taric's just, hey, let's tower dive. Come on, let's go. He's really anxious to get as many kills as he wants. He's basically a Mundo right now. He's going where he pleases. He has those boots mobility to really help him land those stuns in a very efficient way. He's going to get that dazzle, and he's going to get in there and get shattered before really he's going to go in the fight to shatter before anything really happens. And that is one of the main parts about him. And now he has oracles. This could be extremely detrimental. Blue team does have a ward of Baron. It is about to expire though, but they have a couple wards placed just to try to help prevent them from taking a free Baron. But that's what I think the red team is setting up for currently. It's 22 minutes in. They are quite a bit ahead. They're only they're 5k gold ahead. It's 22 minutes, so it's not like a huge difference. But it looks like their team fights are significantly better. I think they really just need to group up. And wow, great job getting the charm onto the Taric. But Taric's gonna get away scot-free. Gonna be able to take out that ward with his oracles and not have an issue about it. And wow, great job. The Tendrils of Corruption coming out. And yes, Varus does pick it up with that great piercing arrow. Ahri's gonna have to get out of there with the help of Crescendo and her Spirit Rush. And now she goes back in a little bit too close. Xerath is able to pick up that kill. Absolutely no problem. She still had that mark so that if any preceding spell from Xerath would have stunned her. Very unfortunate. So yeah, the Lux power is just doing so good right now. It's a lot like the Signal of Silence coming out from LeBlanc or something like that. It's just one of those things that not many people notice, even though it's a giant floating orb above their head. But those the mage chains are still doing an excellent job at harassing. They are going to see that there's a ward here. Xerath saw it ping down, and they may have Taric go after it, but it doesn't look like it right now. And Gragas is now going in. Whoa, that was probably dangerous. Wow, okay, so ward now coming out, and Taric is going to have to flash to that wall with 3 members of the blue team coming out there with quite a bit of CC. That could have been extremely bad for that Taric, and Taric has oracles. Definitely did not want to risk it, because that puts a giant target over your head, like, we have to kill him. But right now, blue team has 0 wards on the entire map. And this is not going to be good. So if we take a look at the map, blue team is definitely on the back foot. Sorry, they have this one ward that's not really going to help them too much unless red team is pushing, which they're currently just kind of going back, buying up some items, and possibly setting up for this Baron finally. They at least want to start a Baron dance because they're relatively confident that they can win one of those fights. So the Deathfire Grasp actually going on to Xerath, and that's an interesting pick. Mainly because Xerath is one champion that kind of just hangs around in the back and does as much damage as he can by sniping people. So if somebody is going to get in close proximity of him, it's most likely going to be the Malphite, and using a Deathfire Grasp on the Malphite is definitely going to be useful, but it's possible by the time he even gets to Xerath to be able to ult him, then he's going to be really low. Wow, Xerath doing a ton of damage to this Malphite, taking him down to about half. Charm is good, going to kind of ward off the enemy team, but now red team is really pushing on the Baron. They're like, ping and dragon, let's go, 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 go. And now that they know Malphite did recall, they're going to have a little bit of extra time to take on this Baron, and it looks like they are just baiting it out. And while Corki coming out does a little bit of damage, and oh wow, okay, so the safeguard of the ward over the wall. Gragas misses that body slam, that's not going to be good. And I don't know if he was spotted out by that ward or not, but that's not going to be good. Yes, he does end up getting through, but the Valkyrie now coming out, and the explosive cask is going to be good. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. He's a little bit too squishy right now, especially against AD champions. And wow, he is able to juke around a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No, he's basically going to get away with absolutely 0 damage. And Xerath as well, picking up a kill on the Varus. And that is going to be a free Baron for the red team. There's absolutely nothing the blue team can do at this point. Ahri is still alive. She could go in there and try to steal it. But yeah, there's just nothing good about that. Ahri dashes in, tries to blow up the Corki right away. Just didn't quite happen. And wow, the Shatter Radiance combo is just going to be so good. And now Corki is able to pick up that kill, and oh my gosh, the Mage Change just barely missing, and the Resonating Strike is going to be good. And wow, the Malphite's really on the back, but they're gaining so much distance, so Malphite does have to flash to get away from that fight. And it's going to be 28 kills to 19 in favor of the red team. They now have this Baron buff, and they're exceedingly increasing their lead. And again, another tower. That's going to be 5 towers to 1. Definitely not in the position that the blue team wants to be in. I don't think they're going to be able to come back from this point in time. Corki does have 2,600 gold in the bank, So if they want to try to kill a Corki or make a play, it's already too late. Corki recalled. But yeah, Corki's down to really low gold. He does get quite a bit of money on that. Gets a nice fat Bloodthirster with the Phantom Dancer and the Infinity Edge. Corki's just going to be an absolute machine at this point. As if he wasn't already. He's kind of in a machine anyway.
Team has slain the dragon.
In the meantime, Yorick, you know, just strolling along, fighting a dragon, slaying dragons. You know how Yorick does. But he's still doing a wonderful job. Xerath really picking it up later on in the game. He was getting completely destroyed by the Ahri in mid lane, but later on, it was just so much help. The help from Lee Sin that he got in the the early to mid game was just so powerful. Xerath, wow, instantly blowing up this Ahri, preventing her from even moving. Holy cow, that was an instant kill. Beautiful play by the Xerath. And that is not going to be fun times. Again, Ahri going down. She has 11 deaths now. She wasn't even able to do as many as Hourglass. And that's the dangerous part about Xerath. If you can time it properly, you can throw down your Q and R at the same exact time, and they arrive at the same time. And now the ultimate from Malphite coming out with the crescendo, picking up the kill on the Corki. That's exactly what they needed to do. They needed to eliminate Corki from any sort of possibility. And they used 3 ultimates to get it, but they did get it. Now, wow, Xerath absolutely chunking down the Varus, down to about half health with 2 spells. 2 spells. Absolutely insane. And holy cow, I don't know. This is not going to be very good for the blue team once again. Xerath is still incredibly fed. He has 9 kills alongside with the Corki. Ahri's coming in now. She is... Oh yeah, she lands the tip of the charm, does a little bit of damage. Taric does have that AP to really help him out. He is going to go down, but he is resurrected by the Yorick's Omen of Death. And now Taric is going to go through. Is he going to be able to do anything else? He gets another Shatter off, gets the Dazzle onto the Varus, and does some auto attacks, but it's not going to be enough. He is going to go down once again, as well as the Yorick. That's going to be a 2-for-0 trade in favor of the blue team. They're really coming back, and holy cow! Varus got instantly killed by Xerath, and Xerath picking up the double kill, getting the Ahri as well. And oh wow, that's exactly what I was talking about. That Deathfire Grasp, you have to do it out of full health target in order to get the full effect, because it is current health and not, or sorry, it's current health, not max health. So percentage of current health is going to significantly reduce your damage over time, and that's a tad bit what I'm worried about. I don't think that Ahri really needed to be going in there. He did only use 1 charge of his ultimate, and he was able to catch Ahri right at the second one. And that was just a beautiful play, and he did get a Mage Chains in, which was a little bit impressive by it, I have to say. Those Mage Chains are really hitting spot on. He does have a Void Staff now, and that, or I think he had the Void Staff in that particular fight, but he's just doing a crazy job right now. He's still a little bit behind Corki. Not going to be too much, though. Ahri having 162 CS, so despite being shut down recently, especially, she has 12 deaths at this point. She still has 2 more CS than the Xerath. Xerath has only died 7 times, which is still a lot. I don't want to make it sound like it's a little bit, but it's still a lot. But this whole game has just been extremely bloody. And Ahri is just throwing out the taunt. She does have the double buffs now, and I don't know if taunting is going to be the best way to win this game. Varus is going to get caught out here by a nice little Dazzle Shatter Radiance. And yes, he goes down pretty much instantly with that combo, and Taric's doing an absolutely beautiful job. Xerath actually missing the stun. That was one of the first times I've seen him miss a Mage Chains in a while. But overall, wonderful job. He is in his Locus of Power. He's going to be able to have a huge range, just kind of throwing out spells whenever he can. He is missing, but if only he did damage to the tower. Oh, he's able to hit up that Gragas. Gragas even taking reduced damage. Oh my gosh, a huge engage. Looked like it was going to come out for the red team, but they just kind of backed off the blue team so they could take a free tower. And now that the tower's down, they're going to be able to take a free inhibitor. And wow, Lee Sin going in, gets the Dragon Kick. Oh wow, that's a beautiful Zhonya's in the middle of her ultimate. In the middle of that Spear, throwing down the Zhonya's. She She is doing as much as she can, but she is exhausted. I don't know if she's gonna be able to. Yeah, this is she gonna. She has Foxfire, and yes, a kill going down onto the Corki from the Sona. Once again, getting that kill. She's 7 kills now, and Yorick may be close to coming down. No, the tendrils just barely missing. Or sorry, the chain of corruption. Oh man, very unfortunate. Oh, and that is going to be another stun going down onto. Wow, Varus is so squishy right now. He does even have a little bit of extra MR from that Negatron cloak, but he's still going down in about 2 spells. Oh no, he's at 48 health. That is incredibly scary. He definitely needs to go back at this point. They're pinging for him to go back. And finally he listened. Finally he listened. And wow, okay, an instant kill going down onto the Sona from the Xerath. Beautiful job again. Looks like the blue team forgot about the ward that was standing right here, so Sona just got completely blindsided by that. They have no ward coverage, and now, they're going to go directly in on this Taric. Is Taric going to be able to get out? No, the explosive cast does go down, and yes, the Peril is able to pick up the kill. And Gragas finally getting on the board once again. He's been pretty underwhelming so far, which is a little disappointing because I really enjoy watching Gragas play. I also like playing Gragas. He's super fun to play. But he's just been kind of underwhelming. He's missing explosive casks. And it's really not like Westor. Westor is one of the best Gragases too. And so it's really disheartening to see somebody with that type of skill not doing as well as they should. And now, oh my gosh, once again, Yorick is absolutely destroying. Absolutely destroyed. He uses the ghoul on himself. It's going to do quite a bit. I don't know if Ahri's going to be able to get this. So she goes down instantly. And now the Corki's going directly onto... Yeah, the Corki's going to do quite a bit of damage if he can follow up. The flash now coming out. And it looks like this is going to be a free kill for Xerath. Xerath is not in range to get the stun chain off. Very unfortunate. Oh, Corki Valkyrie's over the wall. Is definitely going to be able to take out the Sona. Wow, Sona's able to get a crescendo with the flash. And, or sorry, the crescendo with the Shirelia's Reverie. Beautiful job by her, and she has that speed buff from the Song Clarity, but the red buff is going to be too strong with the Valkyrie. And I believe that is going to be GG. Malphite is the only one left alive, and they have 3 members of the red team, and these are 3 dangerous members of the red team. As you can tell, they're the ones that are really making the big plays. Especially Taric early game. Wow, it's one of the most aggressive Tarics I've seen. I'd have to say he's doing an excellent job. An excellent job.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And now, again, Corki's just taking out the turrets. It looks like they're just trying to pick away at their morale or their base. I can't really decide on which one they're doing quite yet. But they're taking down every tower, every inhibitor that they can. Getting a gold advantage at this point is almost minuscule. They really just need to group up and push. Just take the Baron, go back, buy, group up, push, and Corki's just kind of sitting here taking down this dragon. That's going to be another free, uncontested dragon for the red team. And Ahri is signaling that they could possibly be around here, but no. Taric is right on the other side. That while they didn't see each other, very close to encountering each other, but not quite there. Now Xerath just kind of hanging out. Corki does pick up the blue buff. I don't know what Ahri is actually doing right over here. It's going to be really scary. Corki's not at this Baron fight, and that could be really bad for the red team. I mean, granted, they are 13 gold or 13k gold ahead, so that's a huge advantage just innately. And in the meantime, Xerath is able to burst down that Sona super easily. Baron is down to about 4,000 health now. It doesn't look like they need it. I mean, they have full health still after 3 manning Baron. That's really impressive with the help of Taric, just being able to heal like fat stacks of heal. And now Ahri's going in, trying to get a kill. She does have Dazanias, but I don't think she's going to be able to gather. She does use her ult, but she does get dazzled. And now she used her Death Bar, so she's exhausted. That's really not good. The explosive cast coming down. Is he going to be able to? No, he's not going to be able to get the barrel and kill him. And, Xerath is now ghosted. This could be really bad. Malphite is probably going to end up going down. Corki ends up picking up the Ahri, and now Xerath takes down the Malphite. And that is going to be an ace. That's 5 for 0. Corki ends up just wasting all of his spells, trying to take down the tower before the surrender, but it's not going to happen. Surrender vote was definitely expected after being 15,000 gold behind at under 40 minutes. Wow, that was just... It looked a lot more brutal than it was, I think, because blue team actually had pretty good money at the end of that. I thought they were going to be behind by 20 or 30k at least. From the looks of everything, it looked really sloppy. I don't really know. It was just all over the place. So many AoE, just so many AoE damage. It's just so many AoE damage, so much AoE damage. People dashing around all over the place, people popping up, people dancing, you know how it is, people getting dazzled. The dragon kick, it was just everything. It was madness in these team fights, but it was really fun to watch. It was really good gameplay by both teams. Congratulations to the red team, GG to the blue team. And again, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to see any next or previous videos, you can use those buttons at the bottom of the screen as well. And until tomorrow, guys, I will see you then.